Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches. No importa la hora que sea, siempre es un gran momento para aprender español con Profesor Pablo. Okay, welcome back to our channel, and I emphasize nuestro canal. All right, this is about the verb gustar. It's kind of muscle memory, but we're looking at this lesson a little differently. It's going to enhance whatever skills you might have with the verb gustar. I have noticed a lot of people have some difficulty in mastering the verb gustar when it's followed by the subjunctive. In English, if you want to say, I like for it to rain, I like for her to call me, I like for them to be here, or I like that it's cold out, I like that we have the day off, I like that we're friends. If you say I like for, or I like that, ladies and gentlemen, you're jumping into subjunctive world, not Wally world, subjunctive world, okay? Now, our lesson today is going to focus on 4 steps, right here, 4 steps. We're going to take the indirect object pronoun, which tells us who the subject is, who does the liking. Then we're going to go with gusta every time. We're not going to change gusta to anything else. Then our step 3 is going to be the word que, right? That's our hitch. That tows the verb in the subjunctive, right? The provocador is going to be like me gusta. The car hitch is going to be que, or the trailer hitch, rather. And then the verb that comes at the end, the trailer, is going to be in the subjunctive. It's 4 steps. The pronoun, who tells us who the subject is. The verb that says like. And number 3 is que. You got to have that, que. And then we go into subjunctive land. And we're going to look at 4 different choices that we have. And we're going to go cluster by cluster so you don't fluster. Okay, now our verbs that we have here are pretty common. Llover, estar, ganar, perder, nevar, haber nieve, llamar. Decir eso, empezar tarde, venir, hacer frío, mentir, fumar, ladrar, aprender, ayudar. I would bet you know most of them, if not all, by now. Okay, so let's practice. We're either going to go with verb number 8. Notice that crazy 8s. The 8s are here. In all 4 verb conjugations, we'll choose one for each example, but we'll use all 4 clusters. Notice that 8 is in each of them. That's the present subjunctive opposite vowel. If we use it with just me gusta que, well, gusta is in the present tense, and then what comes after que is going to be present subjunctive. Let's just focus right here. Forget about all this now. I like for it to rain would be me gusta, step 3, que. Now we need llover in the opposite vowel. Me gusta que llueva. I like for it to rain. If I want to say we like for it to rain, nos gusta que llueva. She or he likes for it to rain, le gusta que llueva. If you want to say a él or a ella, le gusta que llueva, that's fine. All right, let's go here with estar. I like for you to be here. I like for. Me gusta que estés aquí. I like for us to win. Me gusta que ganemos. I don't like for us to lose. No me gusta que perdamos. Nevar. I like for it to snow. Me gusta que nieve. I like for there to be snow. Me gusta que haya nieve en las montañas para sacar fotos muy lindas. Llamar. I like for my mom to call me. Me gusta que mi mamá me llame. That way I know she's okay. Me gusta que mi mamá me llame. Second column. Ayudar. I like for them to help us. Me gusta que nos ayuden. I like that I'm learning Spanish. Me gusta que yo aprenda español. I don't like for the dog to bark. No me gusta que el perro ladre. Fumar. I don't like for my dad to smoke. No me gusta que mi papá fume. Mentir. I don't like anybody to lie. No me gusta que nadie mienta. I don't like for her to lie. No me gusta que mienta. Hacer frío. I'd like for it to be cold. Me gusta que haga frío, especialmente en la noche para dormir, porque se puede dormir mejor en la noche si hace frío. Venir. I like for everybody to come to our parties. Me gusta que todos vengan a nuestras fiestas. Empezar tarde. I don't like for it to start late. No me gusta que empiece tarde. I don't like for them to say that. No me gusta que digan eso. Very simple. If you want to say, I like for or I like that, bam! You've got to go subjunctive after the K, present subjunctive. Now, if you want to say, I don't like that it has rained so much, has rained, you're going to go here. No me gusta que haya llovido. I don't like that they haven't been here. No me gusta que no hayan estado aquí. Ganar. I don't like that we haven't won. No me gusta que no hayamos ganado. I don't like that they have lost. No me gusta que hayan perdido. I like that it has rained. Me gusta que, that it has snowed. Me gusta que haya nevado. I like that there has been snow. Me gusta que haya habido nieve. Llamar. I like that she has called me for every day during the whole year. Me gusta que me haya llamado todos los días durante todo este año. I like that they have helped us. Me gusta que nos hayan ayudado. I like that we've learned a lot of Spanish. Me gusta que hayamos aprendido mucho español. Ladrar. I like that the dog hasn't barked for a good while. Me gusta que el perro no haya ladrado durante mucho tiempo. Fumar. I like that she hasn't smoked. Me gusta que no haya fumado. Mentir. I don't like that he has lied. No me gusta que haya mentido. Hace frío. I like that it's been cold out. Me gusta que haya hecho frío. I like that everyone has come. Me gusta que todos hayan venido. I don't like that it has started late. No me gusta que haya empezado tarde. I don't like for them to have said that. No me gusta que ellos hayan dicho eso. Okay, we got that one. Now here, in the numbers 3, present tense, present subjunctive is this, and the past participle is the 2. So 3 comes from the present, 8 comes from the present subjunctive, and 2 comes from the past participle. That's our license plate, 382. Here we're going to use present tense, present subjunctive, the past participle, and an ing. A 3821 would be the license plate. For example, I like that it has been raining. Me gusta que haya estado lloviendo. I like that we have been winning. Me gusta que, stretch it out, hayamos estado ganando. I don't like that we've been losing. No me gusta que hayamos estado perdiendo. I like, see, this one's not going to work here. They don't always work when you start moving down the list, but let's go here. I like that it has been snowing. Me gusta que haya estado nevando. Llamar. I like that my mom has been calling me. Me gusta que mi mamá me haya estado llamando. I like that they have been helping. Me gusta que nos hayan estado ayudando. I like that the dog has not been barking. Me gusta que el perro no haya estado ladrando. I like that my dad hasn't been smoking. Me gusta que mi papá no haya estado fumando. See, for me, it just gets easy. Repetition is the mother of learning. La repetición es la madre de la enseñanza. I like that everyone has been coming to our store regularly. Me gusta que todos hayan estado viniendo a nuestra tienda regularmente. Empezar tarde. I don't like that it's been starting late. No me gusta que haya estado empezando tarde. I don't like that they have been saying that. No me gusta que hayan estado diciendo eso. Takes care of that. Let's go down to this cluster. Are you a cluster buster? Present tense, because we're going to use gusta. 8, we're going to use a stay. And 1, we're going to use the ing. Watch this now. I like that it is raining. Me gusta que esté lloviendo. I like that we are winning. Me gusta que estemos. Stretch it out. Estemos ganando. I like that it's snowing. Me gusta que esté nevando. I like that she's calling me. Me gusta que me esté llamando. I like that they are helping us. Me gusta que nos estén ayudando. I like that the dog is not barking. Me gusta que el perro no esté ladrando. I like that she's not lying. Me gusta mucho que no esté mintiendo. I'm watching Blind Spot on Netflix. 5 seasons, 100 episodes. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. And there's a Jane Doe with a lot of tattoos. And I want to say, I like that she's not lying. Me gusta que no esté mintiendo. Kurt Weller, if you watch Blind Spot, you know what I'm talking about. Wow, what a great show. Blind Spot on Netflix. I like that it's cold out. Me gusta que esté haciendo frío. I don't like that it's starting late. No me gusta para nada que esté empezando tarde. I don't like for them to be saying that. No me gusta que estén diciendo eso. So there we go. All right, quick review. I like for it to rain. Me gusta que llueva. I like that it has rained. Me gusta que haya llovido. I like that it has been raining. Me gusta que haya estado lloviendo. I like that it is raining. Me gusta que esté lloviendo. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. There's just 4 steps to this. You pick out your pronoun, easy. You know gusta, easy. And then the subjunctive is opposite vowel, just like the present tense. Based on the yo form of the present tense, changes to opposite vowel. A few examples, right, that are irregular. Vaya, esté, de, sepa, sea, and haya. Those are the only 6 that don't end in o in the yo form of the present tense. So basically, you take the yo-o form of the present tense, change it to opposite vowel, and you have your 8. You go from 3 to 8, just like that. Transform 3 to 8. Okay, so let's take one more. That's going to work well. Let's go ladrar, to bark. Okay, here we go, ladrar. I don't like for the dog to bark. No me gusta que el perro ladre. I don't like that the dog has barked so much. No me gusta que el perro haya ladrado tanto. I don't like that the dog has been barking. No me gusta que el perro haya estado ladrando. I don't like that the dog is barking. No me gusta que el perro esté ladrando. Okay? So there you go. We got lots of clusters. You look at it and you say, holy Toledo. Remember, muscle memory. If you say, I like for or I like that, you go right to an 8. You go to the present subjunctive. Now, which one of the present you use, whether it's simple present, whether it's what we call the perfect present, or what we call the present perfect progressive, or just the present subjunctive progressive. Those are grammar terms and they're clunky and they don't work well. They're like a 1913 DeSoto that doesn't run anymore. So let's just focus on understanding how to use them. And your task is to be able to say, let's take ganar. Say, I like for us to win. But if you want to say, I like when we win, that's me gusta cuando ganamos. That's a 33. That's present tense, present tense. That's not what this lesson is. If you want to say, I like when is not for and it's not that. If you say, I like to win, me gusta ganar. I like to is not for or that. When is not for or that. But if you say, I like when, no, check that. If you say, I like for something to happen, I like that something happens, you're going subjunctive. Subjunctive. So make up some sentences that start off with I like that or I like for, and you better pick up the right bowling ball. There's 10 bowling balls, 10 piano keys. Pick up the one with a number 8 on it. Present subjunctive. And roll a strike. Okay, es todo por ahora. Hasta la próxima lección. Colorín colorado. Esta lección se ha enseñado. Hasta luego. Bye.